The Wānanga are there to ensure that when we go into regions that we're sharing mātauranga. It's an opportunity for us to connect and share across experiences and find ways forward so that we can take these learnings into homes for whānau to utilise and ensure that their tamariki are safe.
Taking back some of the key messages that we've always held here at Safekids Aotearoa back into the community, having them redesign it, make sure it's fit for purpose for the whānau, but actually getting their knowledge in how we engage, how these messages should be said, and making sure that it has that whānau voice.
Ririki Haumaru, it's all the little increments of hope and lights. When you pull it all together and strengthen it, and the tamariki and whānau are secure and known who they are and where they're from, the outcome of that is hauara or well-being.
Ririki Haumaru was a symbol, and a beacon for the aspirations that we have for our tamariki in Aotearoa. And that simple phrase of the many little children, the many little stars tucked safely in the embrace of Ranginui is that vision.
Ko ngā hua ka puta mai. The benefits for our whānau, tamariki, our kaumahi, looking at new approaches at how you can engage with our tamariki and whānau.
The Wānanga benefit our whānau and tamariki because it's a space where we get to learn more from each other around some of the experiences that whānau are having.
It's a space where you really connect with your wairoa, and the ones that I've been to, it feels like it's such a safe space that you could be authentically yourself.
So I like to look at wānanga, going back to te kore and going back to te pō, is when you have a clean slate and it's an open discussion, open forum to different perspectives, to different views, different kōrero.
The Wānanga ensures that the mātauranga we gather comes from the whānau and it ends up going back to whānau. It's a space where we're cross-pollinating mātauranga across kaimahi to allow us to share together and use those experiences, those pūrākau and that mātauranga to talk with other whānau about how do we keep their tamariki safe.
I definitely think there's a need for Wānanga because we're in a space where there's so much information being shown, shared to whānau, to communities that just need a space to debrief, to deep dive, to re-look, to reconnect these messages and the way we engage back to whānau. And I think the benefit again is having people that connect to whānau there.
Wānanga for kaimahi, any kaimahi who work in the homes of whānau that have tamariki attending. And we would also like to do the open invitation for whānau and tamariki to join us as well, because your experience matters.
Your knowledge is important, and if you're non-Māori, this space is just as much for you as it is for our tangata whenua.
We want to put the call out to nau mai hara mai. Join us in our Wānanga space. We want you to feel a part of this movement of Ririki Haumaru, this movement of how we work together in all our spaces to do better for whānau and tamariki.